Could the very meals you're consuming daily be silently sabotaging your masculine vitality and stealing your ability to perform in the bedroom? If his little guy has become unreliable, weak, or completely unresponsive, this may be the most crucial health revelation you encounter this entire year. Because it's not merely aging that's responsible. The reality is, the nutrition you're consuming every single day could be gradually undermining your manhood. We are specialists in senior prostate health who work with male anatomy every single day, and we're telling you, what you place on your plate directly influences the strength, blood circulation, and vigor of his little guy. And if you're over 60, this connection becomes even more vital. We have over 30 years of experience helping mature men regain command of their intimate health naturally. We've witnessed firsthand what succeeds and what fails. And today we're going to share something that most healthcare providers won't reveal. Because here's the startling reality. The very foods many seniors have been advised to eliminate for cardiac health, like red meat, seeds, and certain leafy greens, can actually restore blood circulation to his little guy, elevate testosterone, and help you feel stronger, firmer, and more like yourself again. So, in the next few minutes, we'll reveal 3 specific foods supported by clinical research that can help make your erections rock solid, your confidence soar, and your energy return. And the third food, almost no one discusses it, but it may just be the key to the best intimate experiences you've had in years. Before we explore the powerful foods that can transform your erections and restore your confidence, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications activated. That way, you'll never miss another vital health insight designed specifically for men over 60. And if this message resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 so we know how to serve you better. Now that you understand the connection between what you consume and how you perform, let's start at the foundation of it all. Because before we discuss testosterone, supplements, or even desire, we need to address the one thing no erection can happen without: blood circulation. And once you understand how it functions, you'll see exactly why your performance has changed and, more importantly, how to reclaim it. Why blood circulation is everything for your erections. When we speak with gentlemen in their 60s and 70s who are struggling with weak erections or even complete loss of function, the first thing we inquire about isn't testosterone, stress, or medications. It's blood circulation. Because here's the truth most men never hear. An erection is first and foremost a blood circulation event. It's not just about desire or stimulation. It's about whether your arteries can deliver sufficient blood to his little guy fast enough and in strong enough volume to sustain a firm erection. That process depends on healthy, flexible, unclogged blood vessels. Now, here's the challenging part. By the time many men reach their 60s, their arteries have been under silent attack for decades. Years of processed foods, sugar, inactivity, and stress all accumulate. Plaque begins building inside the arteries, narrowing the space and reducing flow. At first, you might just notice a slight decrease in firmness. Then it becomes harder to stay hard, and eventually your body just can't achieve it at all. It's easy to blame age, but we can't tell you how many men we've seen turn things around simply by focusing on their vascular health. We remember a patient, 67 years old, a retired educator. He told us, "Doctor, I thought my intimate life was over. I figured this is just what happens to older men." But after changing just a few habits, especially what he ate, he was able to reclaim what he thought he had lost forever. His erections returned stronger, his energy improved, and most importantly, his confidence came back. That's the power of healthy circulation. It gives you life, not just in your heart, but in your bedroom. So before we reach for pills or treatments, we have to address the root problem. And the great news is you can support blood flow naturally using the right foods. In fact, the very first food we recommend for restoring healthy blood flow and supporting testosterone might surprise you because it's something you've probably been told to avoid for years. But when it's prepared the right way, it becomes one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal for better erections. Let's discuss it. If you are still watching this video and find this information helpful, please comment with the number 1 below to let me know you're still here. And if you have not subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss new videos. Food 1. Grass-fed beef. the hormone restorer. For years, many of our older patients have entered our office with the same belief that red meat is harmful for them. Doctor, they'll say, I've reduced beef like my physician told me, but I still feel tired, sluggish, and disconnected in the bedroom. And every time we have to pause and gently explain that the problem may not be the beef itself, but the kind they were eating and what they were missing by giving it up. You see, grass-fed beef, clean, unprocessed, and raised naturally, is one of the most powerful foods for men's hormone health, especially after 60. It's loaded with zinc, which your body needs to produce testosterone, the hormone that fuels everything from energy and focus to libido and erection quality. It's rich in iron, which helps deliver oxygen and blood to the muscles and tissues that matter. And it provides the kind of high-quality protein your body actually uses to repair, build, and maintain strength. We had a patient in his early 70s who had completely eliminated red meat from his diet. He thought he was doing the right thing for his heart, but what he didn't realize was that his energy had dipped, his testosterone had plummeted, and his erections had gone from firm to barely there. When we reintroduced grass-fed beef into his diet just twice a week, alongside other adjustments, things changed. Within a month, his morning erections were back. His drive improved. And perhaps most importantly, he felt like himself again. Now, we're not talking about greasy fast food burgers or heavily processed meats. We're talking about real grass-fed beef, maybe topped with a slice of raw cheese, another great source of vitamin K2, which helps keep your arteries flexible and clear. It's simple, satisfying, and powerful. But beef is just one part of the picture. To truly open up your blood vessels and supercharge circulation where it matters most, we need something fresh, green, and packed with natural nitric oxide. And most men walk right past it in the produce aisle without ever knowing what it can do. If you're still with us and these insights are resonating, drop a number 1 in the comments to let us know you're here and taking this seriously. Now, let's keep going and dive into the second food that could help bring your energy and performance back. Food 2, arugula, the blood flow leaf. When it comes to leafy greens, most men think of spinach or kale. But what if we told you that one of the most powerful plants for restoring erections and improving blood flow is something you've probably walked past 100 times at the grocery store? It's called arugula. Light, peppery, and often overlooked. This humble leaf is what we like to call nature's blood flow booster. It may not look like much, but inside every bite is a secret weapon, natural nitrates. Now, don't confuse that with the artificial nitrates found in processed meats. The nitrates in arugula are plant-based and clean. When you eat arugula, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax and open your blood vessels, allowing more blood to flow through them. And as you now know, better blood flow means better erections. That's the core of it. No blood flow, no erection. It's as simple and serious as that. We remember one patient in his late 60s, a retired Navy veteran. He told us he hadn't had a morning erection in years, and he was starting to feel like that part of his life was just gone. We didn't start with prescriptions. We started with food. We asked him to add just 1 cup of arugula to his lunch every day. Nothing fancy, just fresh arugula with olive oil and lemon. After 2 weeks, he emailed us laughing. He said, "Doctor, I think my wife might be more surprised than I am." Arugula is easy to add to your meals, but the effects go deep, relaxing your blood vessels, improving circulation, and supporting your heart and bedroom at the same time. It works fast, it works naturally, and it works without side effects. But boosting blood flow is only half the equation. To fully support your erections, your body also needs the right minerals, especially as you age. And that's where one small food, often forgotten and rarely discussed, can make a major difference in how you feel and perform. If you are still watching this video and find this information helpful, please comment with the number 5 below to let me know you are still here. And if you have not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss new videos. Your support helps us continue to create good content to inform and inspire you. Food 3, pumpkin seeds, the mineral powerhouse. Sometimes the most powerful things come in the smallest packages. That's exactly how we feel about pumpkin seeds. They're often tossed aside, forgotten after Halloween, or left in the back of the pantry. But for older men, especially those dealing with low energy, weak erections, or chronic fatigue, these little seeds can be a game changer. Pumpkin seeds are what we call nature's mineral powerhouse. Inside each one is a perfect balance of nutrients that support not just your intimate health, but your overall vitality. They're especially rich in magnesium, one of the most common deficiencies we see in men over 60. Magnesium is essential for helping your blood vessels relax and expand, improving circulation exactly where you need it. It also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that quietly kills libido and interferes with arousal. Add in zinc, which supports testosterone, and selenium, which helps protect your prostate, and you've got a food that works on every level of male performance. One patient of ours, a 72-year-old grandfather, came in feeling worn down and frustrated. He hadn't had a firm erection in over a year, and he said he just didn't feel like himself anymore. We looked at his blood work. His magnesium and zinc levels were both low. We had him start eating just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds each day, raw and unsalted. He added them to his oatmeal in the morning, sometimes just grabbed a handful as a snack. For weeks later, he walked into our office with a grin we hadn't seen before. "Doctor," he said, "I think I'm back." That's the power of minerals when they're delivered the right way, through real food, not just pills. Pumpkin seeds are simple, affordable, and incredibly effective. And when combined with foods like grass-fed beef and arugula, they help create the ideal internal environment for stronger, more consistent erections. But there's still one missing piece to this puzzle. A nutrient that doesn't come from your plate, but from the sky. And if you're low in it, no amount of healthy eating may be enough. If you're still watching and finding this information valuable, go ahead and comment number 1 below to let us know you're following along. Now, let's keep going with point number 5. It's a simple but powerful nutrient that most men overlook, and it could be the key to unlocking everything we've talked about so far. Bonus tip: vitamin D3, the erection hormone. Now, there's one critical piece to this puzzle that most men never think about. It's not a food you eat. It's not something you'll find in your spice cabinet or on your dinner plate. It's a nutrient your body makes from the sun. And without it, even the best foods in the world can't fully do their job. We're talking about vitamin D3, what we often call the erection hormone. Vitamin D3 plays a vital role in the production of testosterone and the function of your blood vessels. It reduces inflammation, helps regulate blood pressure, and even boosts nitric oxide, the very molecule that allows your blood vessels to open and let blood flow freely to his little guy. Yet, despite how essential it is, many older men are dangerously low in vitamin D and have no idea. As we age, we spend more time indoors. Our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight, and before we know it, we're operating at half capacity without realizing it. One of our longtime patients, a 65-year-old widower, had been trying everything to improve his intimate function. He was eating better, walking daily, even using herbal supplements, but nothing seemed to work. When we checked his vitamin D levels, they were alarmingly low. We added a daily dose of 5,000 IU of vitamin D3, and within weeks, he told us something had shifted. He felt clearer, more energetic, and his nighttime erections, something he thought were long gone, had returned. It was a reminder of just how powerful this nutrient can be. Now, we always recommend getting 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight per day if possible, but for many older men, especially during the colder months, a quality supplement is a simple, effective way to fill the gap. It's one of the easiest steps you can take to support not only your intimate health, but your immune system, your energy, and your overall vitality. So, now you've heard about the foods and nutrients that can transform your erections from the inside out. But how do you put them all together into one simple, effective meal plan? Let us show you exactly what that looks like. If you are still watching this video and find this information helpful, please comment with the number 1 below to let me know you're still here. And if you have not subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss new videos. Putting it all together, your erectile health meal. Now that you've learned about the core foods and nutrients that support strong, healthy erections, the question becomes, how do you bring them all together in a simple, sustainable way? We've worked with countless men over the years, and the ones who see the biggest changes aren't the ones who make drastic overnight transformations. They're the ones who build consistency around just a few powerful habits. And it all starts with one meal. Picture this, a plate with 6 to 8 ounces of grass-fed beef, gently cooked, not overdone, just enough to preserve those vital nutrients. Add a slice of raw cheese on top, which adds a boost of vitamin K2 to keep your arteries clean and flexible. On the side, build a fresh salad using arugula as your base. Drizzle on a little olive oil. Squeeze in fresh lemon juice. And if you like, add a pinch of garlic or a few chopped walnuts for extra heart-healthy support. And don't forget a small handful of pumpkin seeds, raw, unsalted, full of magnesium and zinc. This simple combination gives your body the protein, minerals, healthy fats, and plant-based nitrates it needs to restore blood flow and hormone balance naturally. We've had men tell us that after just a few weeks of eating this way 2 or 3 times a week, they not only saw improvements in their erections, but felt more energized, more alert, and more alive in every part of their lives. It's not about dieting. It's about nourishment, feeding your body what it's been craving for years. And when you combine that meal with daily sunlight or a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement, you're giving yourself every advantage possible to perform, feel, and live like the man you want to be. But even with all this powerful knowledge, there's one last thing we want to leave you with. A mindset shift that can reignite your confidence and reshape how you approach aging, intimacy, and manhood itself. Let's discuss that in the final message. Final takeaway: reclaim what's always been yours. If there's one truth we hope you walk away with today, it's this: your body still has more to give. More strength, more energy, more desire, and yes, more pleasure. After working with thousands of men in their 60s, 70s, even into their 80s, we've seen it firsthand. Age doesn't mean you're finished. It just means it's time to approach things differently and give your body what it actually needs to thrive. We've explored how healthy circulation is the real foundation of strong performance and how low blood flow, not just low testosterone, often holds men back. You've learned how grass-fed beef supports hormones, how arugula can supercharge nitric oxide, how pumpkin seeds restore critical minerals, and how vitamin D3 can wake your system up again. But this isn't just about nutrition, it's about renewal. These aren't superfoods. They're tools. Tools to help you rebuild your confidence, reignite intimacy, and reconnect with the part of yourself that might have gone quiet. We've seen men who were discouraged, even hopeless, turn it all around with small, consistent changes. You can be one of them. This phase of life? It isn't the decline, it's your second prime. This is your time to feel stronger, love deeper, and live more fully than ever before. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Drop a comment if you've got a question or story. We read every single one. Thank you for being here. Your comeback starts now. Let's move forward together.